Have a look at this. Now that is not a lot of power, but it's not a lot of power that has been generated all night. I set this going actually after finishing the video. Came back this morning, it was still running. I've left it running most of the early morning and early afternoon, and then I decided to do another video on it. That is just awesome. Okay, so I took the LED out and I filmed that a couple of hours ago, and I put a supercapacitor in there because what I was thinking is this thing would run all night powering an LED. Could we collect enough power to do something really useful, like charge your phone? Or run a motor. I'm going to run a motor because I love running motors. Now you can see what the voltage is. It's got up to 0.732 of a volt. So if I disconnect the voltmeter and connect this motor up, we should get that motor running. Isn't that awesome? So that's the motor running. I'm going to leave it running and we'll see how long it runs from the energy that was stored in this supercapacitor. And we collected the energy to store in this supercapacitor from this antenna through this circuit. Now I went through the antenna and circuit as basic stuff in another video called Gathering Energy from Graphene. But on that video, a comment was made by a friend of mine who said, well, listen, Rob, why don't you look at what Tesla did? And he used a copper plate. And I thought, well, that's an awesome idea. It was Climate Babes who gave me the idea. So I got a copper plate. And to be honest, I wasn't that impressed by it. I didn't think that much to it. But then another idea struck me. And I took the metal plate and coated it with something. And here it is right here. So that's the antenna. And it's just lying on the bench. So this would perform better, without a doubt. There we go. There's the antenna. This would perform better if it wasn't lying flat, if it was in an elevated position. But to be honest, on the ground floor, lying flat on my bench, doing that job is just awesome stuff. It can only get better if we put it higher up. So I took the antenna and connected it to this circuit, and here's another copy of the circuit. It is what it looks like. It's a three-part circuit. We've got 4 diodes in a string here doing rectification, 2 small capacitors, just storing the preliminary energy. These ones are what go to my supercapacitor in this case. We're going here, and then I take 2 off the supercapacitor to the motor. This bit, that connects to the antenna, and those bits are a couple of capacitors, and that basically forms a tuning circuit. So we've got tuning, rectification, part store, full store. So that's the circuit. If you build that circuit and stick that antenna in an advantageous position, then you should be able to collect enough energy to charge your phone. I mean, it's certainly running that motor really well, so it's going to charge your phone. I just was knocked off me feet, really, by how well that worked. Now, the details on this are in the previous video, but a quick go through them again. These are 0.22 microfarad capacitors, non-polarized, and you can see they're connected to the antenna at the middle leg. This leg goes here to this little ring there of diodes. These are 100 microfarad 50 volt capacitors, and they matter. So the negative is connected to the negative, as you can see. That positive to that positive to the positive. So it matters which way around they go. These ones have all the stripes facing from negative running around to positive. Now this particular one, I've used 1N34A diodes. They're germanium point diodes. In this one, I've used 1N4007 diodes, and to be honest, I haven't noticed any difference at all. Now people are saying that it's important to use these. I found it doesn't really matter. I've used silicon diodes here, I've tried germanium point diodes here, no difference at all as far as I can tell. If you're going to connect an earth, that's the point there that you're supposed to connect an earth. Now I did connect and clean earth to that, and again I found no real difference, not really. So this one, I haven't bothered connecting the earth, and I probably won't because it just doesn't make a difference. Equally with the diodes, just use any diode really, as long as they're nice little small ones, and they're pence. And I found that to be really work quite well. These ones, they're not really necessary if you're going to store everything in a big supercapacitor. You could just cut those out and stick them straight in your big one, but I like them because it makes it a bit more flexible. Now this one here is probably where the if you like, secret is. And now it's a sheet of metal, obviously, it's a metal foil. It is in fact a zinc foil. I tried copper, and I've tried an awful lot of things actually. I tried it's lead foil, I tried that. That's graphite foil, I tried that. There's my original copper foil, I tried that. There's the graphene that we used originally, I tried that. There's a bit of HDPE, I tried that. And that's the zinc one. So I've tried an awful lot of materials over the eve of the night and found that the zinc actually worked the best. Now obviously using a straight plate of zinc, oh I tried aluminium as well incidentally, using a straight plate of zinc doesn't work that well. You have to put that coating on it. Now I'm going to give out what that coating is and give all the information on how to do that coating, but that's going to be on the members channel. Now if you don't like that because you think that information should be free and I should give all that information out, then yeah, that's a viewpoint, but you've got to remember members channel is about supporting me in doing this. So I do these videos and I really appreciate the support that people give to me for doing those videos, and that's what the membership's all about. It's all about supporting each other, that I give back on that membership channel full information. I don't hold back anything, as it were. And so there are definite benefits to it on both sides. You have the availability to the full information. I get your support and appreciation in a way that helps me keep on going and producing these videos. So it would be well appreciated if you became a member, and if you become a member you'll find out what that secret source is, because although it's quite impressive what it's actually doing, I don't intend on keeping it to myself. I intend on just giving that away, and that's where I shall do that on there. But the basic setup is certainly very simple and very approachable to people. I got these bits from some stuff I was scrapping. There was a plasma TV that I was scrapping where I got the bits from, so the whole thing actually cost me very little indeed in terms of the electronics. The secret source and the metal plate obviously were a little bit. I had this kicking around, I had this kicking around. But there we go, that is still running. That's awesome. So it is possible to use this antenna system to collect enough energy in a few hours to charge your phone. And I thought that was just great. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you on the members channel, and thank you very much for watching.